Hello guys, Daddy is here and he's ready to teach you Citadel del More Easter egg.
The very first step of this Easter egg, you're gonna need to get Pack-a-Punch unlocked and talk to Strauss. The way you do this is you're gonna head to the castle, you're gonna head up these stairs to the left, go through this door, go all the way through this catwalk on top of the wall. You're gonna interact with this cannon and you're gonna rotate it, and then you're gonna go to the backside of the cannon and fire it. Once you open the castle gates, you're gonna follow the orange diamond all the way down to the bottom until you get to this locker. You're gonna shoot the locks off, and then you're gonna take out the new special zombie that spawns in the map. Once you take him out, he's gonna drop a blood crystal, and then you're gonna go up to the portal and interact with it. Once you do this, Pack-a-Punch is unlocked. Once you open Pack-a-Punch, you're gonna go to Quick Revive, and on the backside of Quick Revive, you'll find Kraus in a jail cell. You're gonna interact with the door and you're gonna talk to him. And we're gonna get the regular sword. Now the only way you can get the regular sword is by taking out these zombies with a medieval helmet on them and then picking up the stamp. Once you pick up the stamp, you're gonna go to the Voltrade room, and one of the statues, you just hand him the stamp, and then he's gonna give you the sword. See, the one I'm picking up right now is the dragon sword, which is gonna be the fire one. So the first sword upgrade we're gonna do is the fire one. And yes, you have to do all 4 swords to complete the Easter egg as well. Now once you pick up the dragon sword, you're gonna head to where Jug is and go up this middle staircase. Up top, you're gonna find a dragon statue. Go ahead and place your sword inside the pedestal. And once you place the sword inside the pedestal, you're gonna find 3 different gauntlets around the map. They're gonna have to interact with and carry the fire to the statue. Now keep in mind, you do take damage when you do pick up the fire, but if you kill a zombie on your way back, you do heal all the way back up. You're gonna repeat this process for 3 times. The first location is gonna be located outside the spawn to the left against the wall right here. The second location is gonna be located in the backside of the spawn over here. And the third and final one's gonna be located at the front of the entrance of the castle on top of the wall to the left side of the cannon right over here. Now once you put the last flame inside the statue, you can go ahead and pick up your upgraded fire sword. Now I highly recommend once you get the fire sword to go place it back onto the statue where you got it from, because now we're gonna do the next sword upgrade. Now just like how we picked up a stamp from the zombie earlier, you're gonna have to get 3 more to get the other 3 swords unlocked as well. But this only pertains to the unupgraded sword. Once you do this, you don't have to do any more stamps. The next sword that we're gonna upgrade is gonna be the light sword, and that's gonna be the lion statue. Now once you pick up the light sword, you're gonna head past Piccola, go down these stairs, you're gonna find this door to the right side with a lion symbol on it. Now what you're gonna do is you're gonna take out the glowing parasites, and then your sword's gonna glow. You're gonna go up to the door and melee the door, and then it's gonna put up a yellow symbol. You're gonna repeat this process 4 different times, and then you're gonna interact with the door. Once you interact with the door, you're gonna go to the very bottom and put your sword inside the pedestal. Now you're gonna shoot these 4 symbols in this order every single time you play your game. It's always gonna be the same. The first one's gonna be a circle with a dot in the middle. The second one's gonna be the snowflake. The third one's gonna be the triangle, and the fourth and final one's gonna be the circle with a half line in the middle. Once you shoot all of them in the right order and you wait for each individual symbol to go inside the pedestal one at a time, then you can pick up your light sword from the pedestal. Now the next sword that we're working on is gonna be the raven sword. Now there's a lot of codes and combinations for this. I'm gonna make it very simple and easy for you to understand. Inside this room, before you go to the stamina room, there'll be on a shelf is gonna be an antique. It's either gonna be on this shelf or the shelf to the right. It's somewhere in this room. To spam, interact, and pick it up. And once you pick it up, this antique corresponds to one of these zodiac signs. Now your screen right now is a cheat sheet that I made for you guys. Which item corresponds to which element and which zodiac sign. As an example, in my game, I had the 2 raven skulls, so that corresponds with the element air and with the Gemini zodiac sign. Now you're gonna take your raven sword to the bottom of the bar and you're gonna put it inside this wheel. Now once you interact with the wheel, you're gonna line up your elemental at the bottom and with your zodiac sign and then confirm it. Once you confirm this, what's gonna happen is a portal's gonna spawn on the ground at the floor, and then a bunch of orbs are gonna follow you. You're gonna take those orbs to the portal and then you're gonna fill it up. It's gonna take roughly around 3 orbs. Now this is time based and also round based as well, so make sure you get it done in a timely fashion. As soon as that one's filled up, it's gonna go to the second floor. Just wait till the orbs get to the portal, let them go inside the portal. You need roughly around 3, and then go to the third floor for the last portal. Once you accomplish this, you're gonna go back to the wheel, interact with it once the orb gets down there, and then you have officially gotten the raven sword. Now go ahead and place the raven sword back down and go pick up the stag sword. This is gonna be for the lightning sword. Now we have to go pick up 3 lightning rods around the map. The first one's gonna be located on the left side of Deadshot Daiquiri on the ground right here. The second one's gonna be located to the right side of Speed Cooler. You gotta get dead wire on your weapon and shoot the junction box right here, and it'll come off the antenna and drop onto the ground. Now the third and final one will not spawn in unless you pick up the other 2. And the way that you get the third and final one is zombie's gonna spawn in it with attached to his body. You're just gonna take him out and pick up the last one. Now you're gonna head outside the castle, go to the left side, up the stairs, past elemental pop, and on the left side you'll find a little device. Go ahead and put the lightning rods in it, and then you're gonna pull out your sword and wait till the lightning strikes your sword, and then you're gonna melee the rods. You're gonna wait and do this 3 different times, and then you're gonna put your sword inside the pedestal, and then you're gonna grab the lightning sword, and you have officially gotten all the swords upgraded him. Now once you talk to him and you wait a little while, you're gonna go to the room with Voltrade. If you look above Voltrade, the new perk, you'll see a red crystal. You're gonna shoot the mirror behind it to line up the laser to the next crystal. You're gonna repeat this process 5 different times until you get into this small room and you do the last one, and then a brooch is gonna spawn on top of the statue head. Now once you collect the brooch, you're gonna head into the Pack-a-Punch room. To the left side of Pack-a-Punch, you'll find a fast travel. You're gonna take this fast travel to slide you all the way back to spawn. Now right before the end of this tunnel, you're gonna shoot this raven to the right side before you exit. As soon as it exit, you'll find the raven flying up in the sky right above you. Go ahead and shoot it down and pick up its talon off the floor. Now we're gonna exit spawn to the left side behind Deadshot Daiquiri inside this little barn. We're gonna go to the door and look to the left side. Right above the door to the left, you'll find a horseshoe. You're gonna shoot that down and go ahead and pick it up. Now once you get that horseshoe, you're gonna head back up to the top of the castle where the cannon is. You're gonna hop inside of it. Once you get shot across, you'll get a little lightning effect. Now this horseshoe will either spawn on the right side or the left side of spawn. It's either gonna be by Deadshot or it's gonna be down below the Spicola path near spawn. But once you find it, you're gonna pick it up and then you got the horseshoe completely done. Now for this next step, you're gonna have to get a Molotov or you can get the fire sword to do this step. Now once you pick up a Molotov, you're gonna up the stairs to the left past elemental pop, and if you look right above, you'll see a little wood pyre. You're gonna throw the Molotov at that, and it's gonna spawn in a bunch of zombies. You're gonna do this 2 more times. One is gonna be in front of the castle on the very top on the roof, and the third and final one's gonna be in the top right corner of the Spicola right there. Now once you get them all on fire, the new special zombie is gonna spawn in. Once you take him out, he's gonna drop a room. Now we're gonna go fill up 4 different soul boxes around the map. Go ahead and pick up your lion sword and turn around, and you're gonna put the brooch inside this circle that's gonna spawn in, and then you're gonna kill off zombies and fill up the soul box. Once you do this, a treasure chest is gonna spawn in, and you're gonna melee it open with that specific sword. Now pick up the raven sword and head down to the water room, and to the right side, as soon as you enter against the wall, you'll find another circle. Go ahead and interact with it, get the soul box done, melee the treasure chest to open it up. Then go ahead and go pick up the stag sword, go to spawn, and as soon as you leave outside of spawn to the left side, there should be another portal right there on the ground. Interact with it, fill up the soul box, and then go ahead and melee that treasure chest open as well. And then go back and pick up the fire sword, head out the castle to the left side, and then you're gonna place down your rune right there, fill up that soul box, and then break open the treasure chest with the fire sword as well. Now for the next step of the Easter egg, you're gonna have to grab melee macchiato, head down to the bottom of the castle into the water room, and to the right side, you're gonna break open this wall. Now head to spawn, and you'll find these 6 different bottles around the bar area that you have to write down the number, and then write down the symbol that appears on the bottle when you interact with it. The first bottle is gonna be located on the left side of the bar. The second second one's gonna be located behind you to the left side on top of the tables right here. The third one is straight back to the right over here on this table. The fourth one's gonna be located upstairs. The fifth one's gonna be located downstairs to the opposite side of the second bottle. And the sixth and final location is gonna be located on the right side of the door leading out into spawn. Then go back to the water room and shoot the symbols in the right order 1 through 6. Once you do this, the wall to the left side will reveal a book. Now go to the stamina room and look along the side of the walls on the ground and until you find the 4 pieces of paper around the room that are red. Now, a piece of paper will only spawn inside the stamina room area. It will spawn in the hallway that's on the outer edge of the room, but that's the only place where these 4 pieces of paper will spawn in this room. And then you gotta go back to the wall that you reveal and place a piece of paper inside the book. Now, once you place the piece of paper inside the book, you're gonna have to activate a trap and get kills with an upgraded sword inside the trap in this order. You're gonna do top left first, bottom left second, top right third, and bottom right fourth last. You'll know if you've done this step correctly if you kill off enough zombies, if the trap's activated and ends quickly, and then if the light goes out on the page of the book. Now, once you finish this trap step with the book, you're gonna go ahead and go down the stairs right beside stamina, and you're gonna find this wall, and it's gonna have the elemental symbols for each of your sword. On the side of the symbols, you're gonna find a number on them. Go ahead and jot down the number and jot down the symbol that is corresponding with the number. Then go into the statue and pick up that sword that's number 1, and then go pick up the incarnation. Go up to the statue, activate the incarnation, and then inspect your sword. Once you do this, the statue will be glowing yellow. And then rinse and repeat the same process by doing number 2, number 3, and then number 4. One thing I want you to keep in mind, you do not have to stand in the statue for the entire animation. You can literally cancel the animation right away. All you literally have to do is click your inspection button, that's it. Once you do them all in the correct order, and then they'll spawn in the mythical orb. Go ahead and pick up the mythical orb, and we're gonna start doing 4 different lockdowns. The first one's gonna be on the opposite side of Vulture Aid. You're gonna put it inside this device. You're gonna activate it. Don't forget to activate it, and then it's gonna spawn in a bunch of green orbs. All you literally have to do is run up to the green orbs, and then you'll see a little tiny orb go towards that orb that you just placed down, and that's literally all the challenge is. Just don't die and just touch the green orbs to fill up the soul box. Once you're done filling up the soul box, go back up to the orb and pick it back up. Then go ahead and pick up the lightning sword and pick up the lightning scroll. Then you're gonna head to spawn to the left side of the statue. You're gonna place the orb in here, and then you're gonna activate it once again. And then you're gonna get kills with your scroll or with your special ability of your sword. Regular kills with the sword doesn't count, but your special ability sword does count. Once again, once the orb is filled up, go ahead and pick it back up. Then go ahead and pick up the raven sword and pick up its scroll. And then go ahead and head to the water room, place the orb right here, activate it, get a bunch of kills with your sword with the special ability or with your scroll. Once that orb is filled up as well, go ahead and pick it up. And then go back to the statue room, pick up the fire sword, pick up its fire scroll, and then head outside the castle to the right side, down the stairs, and then insert the orb, activate it, get your scroll eliminations, and then your sword eliminations. Now once you fill up the 4th location, go ahead and pick up the orb and then go down the stairs to the right side of stamina, place it inside the wall. Once you do this, the wall will reveal open. Go ahead and interact with the table and then pick up the key that spawns in. And now you're ready for the boss fight. So I highly recommend getting prepared, bring in the GS45s, get into legendary, pack a punch 2 because you're gonna run out of ammo if you pack a punch to tier 3. Make sure you have armor 3, make sure you grab a mutagen ejection because the chopper gunner does not work in this boss fight. Make sure you have all the guns that you're ready for. Grab 5 sticky grenades as well, those help out tremendously. Make sure you grab a self revive even if you're not playing solo. Make sure you grab all the perks that you absolutely need. The Wonder Fist spawns at around 25 at the bar at spawn if you need the extra perks and PhD as well. I highly recommend if you're playing solo to bring the lion sword for the extra protection or the fire sword because it charges up pretty quickly as well. But once you're ready for the boss fight, you're gonna go in front of the statue at spawn. You're gonna place the key down on the pedestal. And if you're playing solo, it will automatically take you to the boss fight if you put it in front of the statue. If you're playing with multiple people, they have to accept it. But keep that in mind. If you're playing solo, you place that thing down, you're automatically going to the boss fight. So you better be ready to go in. Now for the first wave of the boss fight, it's pretty simple. All you gotta do is dump loads of damage into him to break his shield so you can get his critical spots exposed. They're gonna be glowing red orbs, but it takes a lot of damage to get to this point eventually. So keep that in mind. Make sure that you're picking up the light scroll because if you take out the zombies, it will drop healing orbs that will heal you if you get low health at all. I highly recommend using your mutant injection at the last phase. Now since my GS45 pistols weren't really do that much damage, I was constantly using the slide ability for PhD and using the sword because the sword did 4,000 damage to him. Eventually you can break his ankles armor and you could do critical hits on his ankles if you melee him with the sword. So that's what I was doing as well. Now I wouldn't use your sticky grenades until you got to the last phase because they were doing roughly around 11,000 to almost 20,000 damage to him. So I would save those till the very end. Now when you do use your mutant injection, I highly recommend only shooting him. Don't melee him. It's a lot better just to shoot him. You could do roughly around 26,000 damage to him as well. Now once you get his health down about 25%, he'll go to the center and he'll be immune. And now it's just a zombie wave. Pick out the zombies for the next wave to start up for the boss fight. He's gonna spawn back in, and then a Magma's gonna spawn in, so make sure you take care of him first, and then you're just gonna continuously deal damage to him. Eventually he'll go back to that immune phase once again, and then the lava is gonna surround the boss arena, so it's gonna get smaller and smaller. Now once you take out the zombie wave, he's gonna spawn back in, and then you're just gonna take him out for the rest of the health that he has left. Once you take him out, you have completed the boss fight, you're gonna pick up the amulet, and you are done with the Easter egg.